Hi, Ogre again on another Let's Play Solo. Session 13. Lucky 13. Alright. So, off camera, our bold and brave party has taken a long rest. Then they did a little shopping in Port Salen, bought a couple potions of healing, currently being carried by the rogue and Pickworth. Um, Kitri both bought a Shortsword, and Pickworth bought a Flail. They're pretty much broke now, but they feel much more confident now they have two healing potions. Their goal is still to see if they can locate that party. Unfortunately, it's been a day now, so we'll see how that goes. They're also trying, they're closing in on second level as well. So probably 3 encounters away or so, 3 or 4. So their plan, seeing how they had some success, was over to the south. Their plan is pretty much to go due south here and try to sweep around and see if they can locate any more clues uh, down to the south. So, with that said, let's get going. All right. Uh, all right. So they come back down the stairs, and the stair room is 1. This room is 2, and this area here in the hall is 3. A 6 would be, nope. And then another 1 to here. Then they're going to head due south. All right, so this one is a room, which means that we have doors. So let's take a look at what the straight door across is. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be locked. Just refreshing myself on this room. Okay, so the door which they just came through, the doors were open. That door was originally locked. So yeah, this is a blue flame. Yeah, great stuff. Enough to make them thoroughly nervous. Let's catch. All right. Let's see what we have to decide. Okay, so so this is 1, 2, so we're in the normal exploration. Now, and there's a horde possible, which is the new. I got 26. All right, 26 is a turn. We're going to turn right. Party's right. It's another room. Rooms do tend to have a pretty good chance of encounters. All right, so that's the party's right as they go heading south. Doors open. This is a room, so if there's something in there, they're going to be behind those doors. The problem with Fantasy Grounds is you got to be right on top of the doors. Of course, it helps if I didn't play mode. There we go. All right, let's take a look and find out about that door down there. So the entry door is going to be right there. It is locked. Colored ceramic floor. Oh, small holes. Yeah, wonderful. It looks like there's darts up there. Alright, so that door is trapped. So we might have an interesting problem there. So they will get this door open, like I explained before. If it's possible and it's only locked, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, though time passes game-wise, but I'm not going to spend a lot of play time on it. So we get into there, and we're going to take a look at our door. They'll do their standard door things, and because something might get set off, let's see how things go. Let's go ahead and generate a trap. We've got the first level. Now, once again, these are 2024, so the DC to remove traps is 5 lower. That's a wandering monster trap. Summon trap. So let's see how he does. Alright, so he will sneak up, check for traps, pick it if he can. So he's going to blow that trap, set it off right away. So we need to get them in party order. Alright, I am going to go ahead and pin the trap in here. So I can get it, close some stuff. Alright, let's just read up on our... Alright, so he's going to trigger it because he missed by more than 5, so it's going to go off immediately. Did he detect it? He did not. Alright. Alright, so the way it's gonna work is he missed the traps there at all. This is important because that means he never tried to remove it. I roll all these things at once, but say if he never found it, that means that the front line's going to set the trap off. So positioning matters in this case quite a bit because we're going to end up in a fight. So Pickworth, they're basically going this way. They're kind of at a diagonal most likely. So Bondle's here on the right. Pickworth's on the left. Oops, there we go. There's something like that, but being in the room, there probably might be something like that. So there's no straight shot down there. And that's when the trap goes off. Let's see, triggered random monster teleport in with 15 stealth. And so we're going to use our random table. So these guys teleported a couple goblins. Oh my god, they found goblins. They're teleporting in though. It might be a clue though. They'll search the goblins at the end, but let's see. And we have basically they set the door trap off. feels like they're gonna appear here. The 15 stealth is basically supposed to simulate whether they get a surprise coming in. Because the goblins normally have a 16. I'm gonna put them up here as soon as I get this guy out of the wall. All right, Bryn and the rogue are the guys who will see them. Pickworth will potentially could see him, but I think his passive perception is still low. 13, he's pretty close, but he does not see him. All right, Vondel could have seen him if he could see. Actually, it looks like Vondel can barely see the toe of this guy. See how the guy's lit. All right, so they're gonna get surprised, burning everyone but Vondel. So everybody's focused on the door, as they should be, but the door trap, in fact, summons in these goblins. So let's go ahead and roll initiative for the party. Oh, well, look at this. We have dyed goatee and scarred legs. So Kitri surprised. The goblins. They're outnumbered. I feel they have the element of surprise, of course, because they're teleporting in. Feels like they should just womp the mage. This guy can see 4. Yeah, 4. Those are outnumbered. Feels like a range engagement is probably better here. Oh, he missed. Oh, and he can probably make a good case it was because of his mage armor. He's wearing mage armor. He didn't spend his spells last time and he felt, well, if we're not going to do that. Oh, and he should have advantage. He missed. Let's just make sure. I'll roll again. Oh, he got him. He has not gone, so he can't. He's not carrying. He has the shield spell, but he's not carrying it. All right, so he's blooded. Vondel. All right, Vondel responds quickly. Unfortunately, only moves 5. He's not gonna be able to get there. I think he'll try something a little clever. Do 1, 2. And I think he has Toll the Dead. He'll try Toll the Dead on one of these unwounded goblins. He's gonna go for the guy at the dyed goatee. Oh, he's saved. All right. Then as his object interaction, he's gonna close the door. Yeah, so he missed. He's surprised. He's surprised. That should take us to a new round. Alright. Kitri sees one guy. He's not feeling he's gonna get sneak, so he's gonna just shoot. He'll move here. He's a short bow, and yeah, when he's in town, he rebought all his arrows. You have to roll the hit first. Getting excited. He does get a good hit. Take that, Mr. Goatee. Pretty good. Oh, he killed him. That was the right move. So he went 1. He's gonna go 2, 3, 4. All right. The goblin. He's got scarred legs. The goblin. He's gonna move here. Looks like he can see Bryn will cover, so he'll shoot at the wounded mage. -2. Got him. Alright, drops the mage. He's hoping that'll slow them down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pickworth is gonna go 1, 2, 3. He's gonna ask how many there were. And it'll tell me he saw 2. 4, 5, 6. It's not seeing this guy. He is going to dodge. Vanna will open the door. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does see the goblin. He'll try Toll Dead again. He failed. And once again, I'm using that house rule where I'm flipping the damage dice. It's critical, but doesn't drop it. Okay. So Bryn got a success. Once again, we're using the strategy on where we use save inspiration for adverse death saves. There's only one goblin up. They may actually. There's no doubt Vondel's going to heal him. Alright, so Bryn goes back to back. Gets a 1. We'll reroll that with initiative, but he's almost stable. Pickworth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to try to finish him. With his. Well, he bought a new flail. He might as well try that. Takes out his scarred legs. Alright, that was a quick victory. They will definitely search the bodies. They're not going to find any incidental treasure. But what they will find is their gear. And these guys are... the goblins have... scimitars and short bows, which are going to be useful. Instead of generating a treasure parcel, I'm just going to drop them right into inventory. And the short bows. They also presumably have some arrows. And 2 quivers. I'd say they have between the 2 of them 10 arrows left. And I'm going to promptly take on 1 off right now. Oops, let's pick that 9. Because, oh, I thought he shot. I guess he didn't shoot. Interesting. Anyway, he'll replenish it. Alright, Mr. Scarred Leg. So, a short but sweet encounter. I thought it was this one, but I guess not. There they are. I'm gonna go ahead and go pin these guys to the trap. Yeah, let's drop them into experience. All right. This, there's probably another encounter before they. I'm going to trigger a Hoard Encounter. We got to get Bryn up. So we need to keep going because in theory he could bleed out. Kitri will attempt first aid. Or medicine. DC 10. Oh, doesn't help. Mr. Scarred Legs is dead. Bundle. Looks like I can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably overkill, but there's no particular reason not to use a heal cure wounds on him. So he has +3 for a first level spell. Let's just see what the disciple says. Okay. So what they did it is they gave a 3 here instead of just putting it in. I thought I'd try it. Alright, so he's healthy. And bundles down 1 cure, 1 slot. They're gonna reform. And open the door. Once again, I usually consider these traps only once a day, so they never found the thing. They may well think it's a random encounter. So they're gonna open the door and find what? We're up in the normal exploration. I really kind of wanted to go the other way, but they're gonna at least take one look. Okay, so straight and a left T, so straight and south. Now they still might be able to go south where they want to go. All right, number 35. I got a hall, straight, left. Still looking for clues. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Kind of need to go back and make sure there wasn't anything interesting in the room. Oh, they got a goblins. They need to check, see if they got any clues from the goblins. So what I was going to do is I'm going to run an investigation. Probably the mage is the best investigation. Oh my god, so they found a clue. All right, that's 2 clues. They're starting to have a pretty good idea. Signs of so these are abstract clues. Because our dungeon in a way is not built yet, but everything seems to point that the goblins have some base down here in the south somewhere. I think. Of course, it could be something completely different, but that's the second clue. On the third one, as you may remember, they will immediately trigger a goblin encounter, and then, assuming they win, they will get a chance to see if they can find any prisoners. All right, so back to this. They hit a monster encounter. Wow, could it be a goblins? All right, so they throw the door open in party order. Pretty much about the same way they were before. Let's see what they are. Slot tadpoles. That's new for these guys. All right, let's push them up. Wow. Okay, let's clear out the old initiatives from the party. Uh, yeah, what we'll do instead of clearing them, we'll just roll them. The round's going to be wrong, but that's hardly a big concern. So slot tadpoles. These are one of the new monsters. They are going to be here-ish. And let's check them out. Now, so slot tadpoles are melee only. At 5-foot reach, got a lot of resistances, and they're stealthy. Uh, they're kind of milling around. What's their intelligence? They're not really. Okay. So they're kind of milling around, looking for food. And looking for food, of which the party is. They go first, and these type of monsters want to close. So they move 30. They're basically got a double move. The door's open. No, in theory, he still doesn't see him. Okay. Alright, so they have no... Unless Vondel sees him. Vondel sees him. Alright, so they get surprised on everybody but Vondel. So off they go. They got a double move. 60. Oops. These two. They're not smart enough to space themselves out. So they're going to move right up to him. Let's go. One. All right. And that is their surprise. They charge up. Kitri surprise. Vondel is not. He is going to look at them. Notices one of them seems to be fat. He's a little chunky. I'm gonna go with he's never seen these before in his life. His Arcana probably is not very good. -1. So they're weird tadpole looking things. So he is. It's not over there. He's gonna do Toll the Dead. That's one of the reasons he. The nearest guy. And promptly realizes, wow. Oh, terrible roll. It's moderate. They don't seem to be too tough. Alright, so the other ones are surprised. New round with Bryn going first. He's got a 15. Passive Arcana. So once again, he's going to identify him as extraplanar, but other than that, not quite sure. He did change some of his spells around, mostly to get a few saver sucks. But his cantrips remain the same. He'll try a Ray of Frost. At -2. And first he'll stand up. That's from the when he went down earlier. Last encounter. So he will cast at -2 at the wounded guy trying to focus fire. Oh, that's a clean miss. He's gonna back up a little bit. Kind of keep an eye on the north though. And in his turn. Takes us to the tadpoles. They hungrily look at the food in front of them. They're tiny. Okay. And they have reach 5, right? Yep. Alright, so tiny. Because they're tiny, they can go into everybody's but the Kitri space. Because she's small. Alright, so this means it's going to go. Who is the most succulent? It's probably going to be random. Odd, it's Vondel. Alright, size Pickworth definitely looks better. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to put it a little bit off to the side. So it's in Pickworth Square, and it's going to try to take a bite out of him. And break its teeth on his greave, apparently. The other guy will also attack Pickworth. And that guy was a lot closer. And the other guy will go for Vondel. All right. No. So Vondel. Hit. Um. I think he's gonna try another Toll Dead. Worked last time. He just didn't roll particularly good. Right, still failing though. Alright. And it kills him. Alright. Had to swap over, but it's fine. Alright. In this circumstance, he almost certainly has a bow out. Feeling gonna drop the bow. Advance up and I guess we'll use the rapier. No, so it's not 12. Alright, well, I'm not sure if I'm dropping on the right one. It's 10, but they had the same armor class. It doesn't matter which one I drop for. Oh, he missed. So, yeah. This is where if he had used his Shortsword, he could have pulled out a dagger next time we got 2 attacks. That's kind of what I was considering whether he should. Alright, Pickworth is gonna swing at the one. Well, nah, the rogue squishy. He'll swing at the. He tried his flail last time. It didn't work, so he'll try his flail again. Once again, I'm not sure which one it is because it's too small, but it doesn't matter. They have the same armor class. It is number 10 though, which is the one I hit, which is the one up top. Oh, for men damage. Doesn't quite do anything. That one's blooded. Technically, it's in his square, which is also in Vondel's reach. Though he's been using Total Dead. If he's greedy, he should go for the unhurt one to get the D12. I think he's gonna go for the wounded one though. They may have advantage, but they're really terrible. Alright, this guy's wounded, so D8. Oh, didn't get him. Alright. This thing's acting like. Stop it round to start isn't on. Sometimes the it's on. Bryn will shoot the critical. So this is one of those things where so does it have cover from Pickworth or not? It's in his square. The way I'm gonna play it is I'll give it -1 cover. So he is trying to avoid hitting Pickworth, but it's not as bad as if it was on the other side. Try his got him. Should do it unless he has full resistance. Alright. That gets rid of the slod. Tiny aberration. Alright, so Bryn and Pickworth. Pickworth will swing at the he's been using his flail, seems to be working pretty good. Hits him. Bloodies him. You can't stop these guys from going through them because they're tiny. He will go ahead and move like this so he can get an opportunity attack if it moves up. The tadpole was attacking him before, so it will continue to. And it missed. He's got his Ripper out. He will just go ahead and attack. Hoping to finish it. Notice it didn't do his sneak attack. He should have a sneak attack on this. Let me just double check his ATS. That's weird. I don't think he gave it to him, so I'm going to manually do it. And all right, so he kills him. That was a good fight for our buddies. So it's time let's remember to clear out the initiative. And let's put this in. Oh, we might as well. All right. So our party is basically one encounter away, except for Bryn. But the way I look at it is if the majority of them are going to level, then I'm going to treat the party as if they're leveling. All right, these guys don't have any treasure, so there you go. Now their plan was to head south. That's what they're going to do. So they'll form up. They didn't take any damage this time. And go around the corner. So, because the next encounter would trigger them over, as they peer around the corner, they are going to get the Hoard Encounter.